Hello and welcome to this video tutorial where I'm going to quickly walk you through the process of setting up an AlertPay account. Now, AlertPay have just recently changed their name to Payza, so just be aware of that, as that's something just recently that's happened, and the sign-up process is a little bit different now. So the good thing is I'm going to walk you through that process just so you know exactly what to do. Now, below this video you will see there will be a link that you can click on to come over and sign up now. Now, I trust that you've already set up a Solid Trust Pay account, which is another payment processor that we use. Just in case you can't get access or something to one of your accounts, it's just wise to have two payment processors always available to you. Now, as you'll see here, we're going to go through and select our country. By default, this should be selected wherever you are. So at the moment, I'm in Australia. You can see here it's already by default that's selected, and you'll then need to choose whichever account that you're wanting to start. So I recommend that you either start with a personal pro account or a business account, and that's totally up to you. Obviously you need to have a business if you're going to start one of those. Now, for today's example, we're just going to go through and select a personal pro account and click on the select button. Now, what we're going to do is go through and fill out all of this information, very similar to Solid Trust Pay. You want to make sure that you've filled it in all correctly. Okay, once we've finished the information there, entering that, we will click on next step. The next step will just ask us for some email information, and remember, always use your Gmail account now with these accounts that you are creating. So you can fill out that information, and once you've done that, you'll get an email from Payza, either in your inbox or your spam. You just need to find that, and from recollection, I still believe they have a confirmation link that you need to click on within that email, and also you'll have to add a verification number which you'll need to put in that page once you arrive there. So that's still quite a simple process, very similar to Solid Trust Pay. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to log into one of my accounts so you can see exactly what it's like inside. Okay, now that you can see I'm logged into one of my Payza accounts, this is actually a business account and it's been verified. Now, for many of you, you will be using a personal pro account. So what I'm going to do is three things here. I'm firstly going to show you how to add a credit card. Then secondly, I'm going to show you how to validate that credit card. Essentially what that validation does is list the deposit limit from $500 a month on that credit card to $1,000 a month. And that's something that they've just done recently, Payza, so that's quite good. You can actually now deposit up to $1,000 a month per credit card that you have on file when it's been validated. And now the third thing I'm going to show you is how to add funds to your account. So firstly, we're going to go over to the green button, my Payza account. We're going to select my credit cards. Now, as you can see here, I have one card on file. Now that card has not been validated. Don't get that confused with verified. This business account has to be verified before it can actually even be used. However, each time that I add a credit card, it needs to be validated, that particular card. So firstly, we're going to go to credit card summary and add. So if I was adding a new credit card, I would enter these details. I would enter my first name, the card holder name, expiry date, the CVV, that's the 3 digits, the numbers that are on the back of the card. Then I would click next. Once I've clicked next, I will confirm that. And now the way that we then validate that card is we come back to manage credit cards. Once you've added a credit card, you'll see it such as this card here sitting in the file. Now to validate, what we're going to do is click validate card. I'm going to validate my credit card here by charge. We can do it one of two ways, by charge or by authorization. This way, by charge, is much easier. They'll perform a small charge on that particular credit card that I'm trying to validate, and then once that small charge has been validated, on my statement I'll see a particular number which I need to come back and enter within my Payza account. They will then credit my account with that small amount, and we're only talking of something of $2 or less. So I'm going to go the easy option and validate my credit card by charge. Yes, this is the credit card on file with my billing address. A refunded charge of between $1 to $2 will be made to my credit card. So I'm going to select this box and check next. Now what you'll see on this page here is it's loading the particular bank wherever that card is from. And this card of mine's actually from an Australian bank called Commonwealth. So it's processing now, contacting the bank, and it's wanting me then to validate my information. It's already done that with my bank. You may have to enter some information there when you get to your bank. And as you'll see here, an amount between $1 to $2 was charged on the particular date that I've tried to validate. Now what I need to do is within the next 2 to 3 business days I need to go check that account on my credit card and see the charge from Payza and enter the credit card charge amount. So for example today it may have been $1.24. If it was $1.24 I will enter this and then enter the code. Once I've entered that code, the credit card will be validated. Okay, so what I'm going to do is come back and now show you how to add funds. So what I'll do is I'll select add funds at the top here on the top right. I will select credit card because this is the way that we're funding by credit card. We recommend this over bank wire or bank transfer just due to the fact that there's quite big fees that are involved here and it takes a long time for the transfer to be done as opposed to immediately with a credit card. So I'll select credit card. I will select the card that's on file. So this is a card that I have on file. I'll select the amount. For example, today we'll do $100. I can enter any details if I wish. And now they do take Visa and MasterCard. All I'll do is click Next. And as you'll see, I've just received notification that at the moment I've reached my limit of $500, which I've already used or deposited within my account. However, you will go to the confirmation page here where you'll confirm that and then complete the transfer into your account. Now those funds of $100 would be sitting in your account immediately and you can deposit up to $500 in the month until that particular credit card is validated and lifting the limit then to $1,000 in the month. So just to recap on today, I'm going to go back to the home page. What we've done is we've shown you how to set up a Payza account, a new account, whether that be a personal pro account or a business. The second thing that we did is we showed you how to add a credit card by selecting the My Payza account, My Credit Cards, and entering a new credit card here. The third thing we showed you is how to validate your credit card. So if you come here to manage credit cards again, we would click this validation button, which would then go through and we would validate our credit card. Once we've got that validation amount within the next 2 to 3 days as seen on our credit card statement, we can submit that amount there. And the fourth thing I showed you is how to add funds, which is on the top right area, add funds. You can use that credit card up to $500 like I was saying until it's validated, then you can add $1,000 per month. So that's all of the steps for setting up and funding your Payza account.